Hello, this is a video of me unboxing the AKASO EK7000 action camera. And I know what you're probably thinking. You're probably thinking, well, that's very easy for him to say. As you can see, I purchased it for quite a reasonable price from Amazon. The reason that I've purchased this camera is because I've got a couple of GoPros that I use when I'm making or doing videos of me repairing my Land Rover, and unfortunately I knocked one over and damaged the lens. When I was looking for a replacement for the camera that I damaged, I came across this and I thought, well, why not give it a go? It's a lot cheaper and it's going to be a lot less to lose if it gets damaged, so if it does the same job, I'll be very happy. This is just a basic unboxing and not a qualified review of any description. My first observations are it's boxed and packaged very similar to the way that they box and package a GoPro. Obviously on the back here it's telling you exactly what you get in the box, and seems like quite a lot of stuff in one little box. There's all the usual stuff on the printed on the box. It looks pretty good. The box is pretty sturdy as well, so quality doesn't look too bad. I'd say a well packaged item. Like most of these things, it's very difficult to get the things out of the box. It's almost as if they don't want you to get it out. And also, if you damage the box and the packaging, it makes it very awkward to send it back if the item's not quite what you anticipated. My first impressions are it's very much like the original GoPro was, or the GoPro 4 that I've got. I like the casing, seems pretty tough. It's very much like a GoPro. It might just be a little bit lighter, but it hasn't got the battery in it yet, so I'm comparing it here to a GoPro 4. And it's almost the same size and perhaps a little bit deeper or thicker, whichever way you look at it. Anyway, enough of that. Let's get on and get this little box open. It's not that easy to remove the battery cover. I'm probably going to need a little screwdriver or a tip of a knife to get that cover off. This just looks like a basic guarantee card. I think there's a QR code on the back so you can access the user manual and what have you on the website. Also, I like the look of this remote control. This is one of the reasons I decided to go for this camera, because if I've got greasy hands I don't have to keep touching the camera. Also, they've given you the SD card. And it's amazing how much they've got in this little box. Yeah, it seems the box has got quite a lot of the usual suspects in it: brackets, clips, sticky pads. A lot of the stuff I don't use. This spanner, I've never really known what that's for, apart from over tightening everything. This is a handy clip. Now I like the look of this case. It's got like two tripod mounts, top and bottom, so you can put it on a tripod and then mount a light if you want, or I don't know, perhaps another GoPro or camera. It's very sturdy. The only thing is it's not protecting the lens or anything like that, so that might have limited use. This is obviously the battery charger. It's handy that the battery charger will actually charge two batteries at once, which is quite good. It comes with two batteries. Obviously it's good if the life of the batteries is good. If it's not, well, that's the reason we've got two batteries. Every component is in its own individual little polythene bag. This is obviously a Velcro strap for the remote control if you want to strap it around your wrist, and this is handy. It's another cover for the casing, which I suppose you can't use a remote control with the other watertight casing cover. I don't know what these things are. Obviously a lens cleaner of some description and some zip ties, and this is an assortment of Velcro straps of various sizes. And this is the obligatory quick start guide. Interestingly here they supply a little rubber band to go over the cable to keep it together. It's a little bit better than one of those wire type things that manufacturers normally supply. It looks here as though they're offering a 2-year guarantee. This is everything that you get in the box laid out in front of you. There's a lot of it I'm not probably going to use, but it's still quite a lot of stuff. I haven't purchased a new GoPro for a while, so I don't know how much of this stuff would actually come with a GoPro itself. I'm pretty certain the SD card wouldn't come with it, and I'm pretty certain the remote control wouldn't come with a GoPro. This battery cover is a bit of a challenge to open. I've got pretty strong nails and I can't seem to budge it, so I'm going to have to use the tip of this penknife. Yeah, this isn't easy. I don't think I'd like to be doing this if I was in desperate need of a quick battery change. I might have to make a modification to this because I don't think my fingernails will be able to stand up to it. At least there's a ribbon type tab on the battery to make it easy to extract. In the instructions it says only to use high quality SD cards, so I can only assume that the SD card they've supplied is of a high quality. There's no cover for the position the SD card goes into. It's very similar to the old Hero 4, GoPro Hero 4 that is. There was a cover, but it used to get lost, or I used to leave it off anyway because it was a bit of a nuisance. So they've obviously decided to cut out the middleman and not have a cover at all. Unlike the modern GoPros, this isn't a touchscreen device. You have to use buttons, up and down buttons, and the mode button which is on the front, and I think to do some of the adjustments you have to press the shutter button, but that's not really a problem, especially when it's in the case. When the camera is switched on, the screen obviously lights up and you get a blue light on the top and a small blue light at the back. There's no light on the front of the camera to indicate whether it's on or off. When the camera is recording, the blue lights flash. The remote control seems to work pretty well, and this is definitely going to be a handy little thing to have. Going through the menu on the camera is pretty straightforward. You toggle through the menu with the mode button and then use the other buttons to go through various motions. Just check in the camera settings, or if you want to adjust the settings in the camera. The focal length of the camera is obviously fixed, as there is no adjustment for that. Regarding the exposure, it's done on some sort of scale, and it's by default set at 0, so that will take a little bit of experimentation. The quick start guide that's in the box with the camera is quite informative and quite useful. The full manual seems very easy to understand. It's pretty straightforward and pretty comprehensive, covering all the camera's functions. Now that I've got it all out of the box and a good understanding of the camera, the best thing for me to do is a straight out of the box test, and I'll probably do that by filming some work that I've got to do on my Land Rover. I'll probably use a GoPro as a backup camera just in case I have any problems. Thank you for watching, and if you want to, please subscribe. It is free.